Hi. We were doing business for about 7 years together, but we never got an opportunity to share things between us. And I take this opportunity to say a few words about how we got into business. I was working for Samjas IT Services before 7 years, and it was the Site 41 office where I was working. And one day, I was about to meet Kyle Ward and his team. Kyle Ward, Matt Ward, Courtney Ward, all three of them were brothers, and they were passing by, along with the managing directors and the chairmen of the company. And I was so eager and desperate to meet them, but since I was just an agent working in that company, I never got an opportunity to meet them, and they were gone back to US. And I had that urge, someday or the other, I should be in a position to meet them. I should be in a position to welcome them to my office. And I started working harder and harder on a daily basis to grow to the next level. And one fine day, I got an opportunity to start the company because a few of my friends, they suggested me, okay, let's go ahead and start the company by ourselves. And Rahim was a part of it. Myself and Rahim, we were planning together to start up a new business. And we trusted somebody who can get us the client information, and we relied on him, and we got into the business somehow. In 2007, with lots of hopes and new energy, we got into the office. For 3 months, we were able to do with all our continuous efforts, we were able to do things successfully. But then at that age, we did not have proper licenses, and we did not have the OSP licenses and the other documents that would support us to run a call center job. Unfortunately, we were supposed to be out of operations for about 15-20 days, and when we come back, we were no more able to log into the portals, and the campaign was shut from our clients' end. It was a tragedy again. I don't want to drag this. And we were out of business for about 1 year's time, and all my friends, they started pushing me to go ahead and work. And that was the time myself and Rahim, we had a conversation. Rahim was insisting me so long to join a job in some other company to help my family. But then I've told Rahim, thank you so much for your support, but then this is the only place where I have lost money, and I would like to get things out of this place. And I have told him, go ahead and work. I'll let you know if at all you're required to support me. And in the year 2008, I was working with Polaris Groups. For about 8 months, I was supposed to work there to save my family. But then by the end of 2008, I got an opportunity to outsource a campaign to a company called Sartec. And that is when I started emailing all my clients back to see if they have any requirements for a process. And fortunately, luckily again, my beloved brother, Kyle, he replied me very quick, stating that he was doing an R&D work on a payday loan campaign. And we started doing that campaign with Sartec company. We initiated with just 5-seaters, and it was all a success story. From 5-seaters, hardly in 6 months' time, we were able to grow till 250 seats. That was the biggest achievement of mine. And we were all so happy, but there were minor disputes from the center owner and myself, so I'm supposed to come out of it. With the advice of Kyle, I've stepped out, and we got into the outsourcing part. That is when Rahul and Vinod played a crucial role. They were like both of my eyes. They started from the scratch. They built the base for my company Zealous. And 2009 was actually happening. We were into outsourcing. We had about 20 to 25 centers that we were outsourcing the payday loan campaign. Things went really well. We were able to clear off all our debts, and we got out of things. And 2010 again, it was a happening year. 2011, that was a bad story, I would say. Unfortunately, Kyle has to wind up his business for that particular year because of this FTC issues. For doing kind of upsales, he was caught in, and he moved back to China for doing some other businesses. That was the time we went things went really upside down. But he did not leave us though. He had Brad Shields to support us under his shelters. We were sustaining for a year's time, and Kyle promised us that he'll be back, and as he promised, he has come up with a big bang, and he was doing EDU campaign. He took us EDU over, and we started doing the R&D work on the EDU campaign. Things went well, and right now we have 4 floors and with 600 employees. It's all happening today. It's because of the hard work of the Kyle, I would say. Thank you. To talk about Kyle, he can read people's mind like this. So the way he chooses the campaigns are very choosy, and he picks the right ones, and not like the other clients that we have on the market. I mean, if he's selecting a campaign, that should last long for 4 or 5 years, no doubt about it. And the best art that he possesses is the step-by-step way of creating the script. The way he create the script, nobody can't make a campaign hit like that. So he's a gem of a telecaller. On top of all these things, he has got hands full of experience. Not just that, he has got his own call center in the past in a location here in India under the name of Woods Technology. So he know the market value here in and around India. And nobody and he cannot buy stories, and he is a result-oriented person. He likes results, and moreover, he loves competition among a couple of centers. Only then he can get the best out of it. That's the beautiful art. We were people that were not identified by this society once. Once you started entering into our lives, things started changing. People started recognizing us. People started identifying us. We got our respect because of you. And directly or indirectly, you are supporting more than 1,000 families to survive through the job opportunities that were created through this EDU and other campaigns that were done by you. And for the entire reason behind this is just you. You have created this. And thanks for showing your lights on us, and may you and your family live longer. Thank you.
This is a place where me and Vijay started our career as an agent. 7 years before, it was a different company. Today, it is Zealous. Come and sit, guys. Let me show you something interesting. And the second desk is where Vijay was sitting and dialing. Vijay, I believe you remember this place. This is a place where you hired me as the first employee of Zealous. When you hired me, we both didn't have not even 1 rupee with us. Today I own this bike. It's because of you. And this all happens with the support of Kyle. Kyle, I believe without you, we'll not be able to reach this place. Today we know, today everyone know that, like, know who we are. This all because of you, Kyle. Thank you so much.
Okay, Vijay, a very good friend, an excellent boss, a dreamer, a visionary, and a visionary who has the ability to see the future well in advance. And I would say he has also said number of times that his vision is to leave a sustainable brand to the future generations. And Zealous is a dream of Vijay, and I believe he is living it now. And he always wanted to ensure that every youngster has a decent place to work. And I believe it is 7 years before, it is 7 years before, Vijay had a dream of running a company for about 100 employees. And it has been 7 years now. And today we have somewhere around 800 plus employees working. And his vision right now is he wants to close 2015 with about a minimum of 2,000 employees, and I'm sure it is going to be much bigger. And everybody say that Vijay is a man of success. But for me, the real man behind the success is the man named Kyle, our client. Because it was Kyle who believed this youngster before 7 years, and Kyle has the special point here is Kyle has never seen Vijay, not even once in this 7 years. but invested a lot of his trust, time, money, and whatnot, everything. And if Zealous is success today, and if Vijay is Zealous, I would say all the credit goes to Kyle. And thanks, Kyle.
Vijay, the father of Zealous and a young businessman. Well, for me, I strongly believe Vijay is the best human I've ever met in my life. His helping tendency is what makes him strong with his team. We have never seen him as a boss. Rather, he is a good friend, a leader, and an inspirational person of all ages. I'm with Vijay from 2008, I believe, and I'm blessed to work with such an individual of all these days. And above all, anybody who knocks the door of Vijay asking for any help will always be answered. And finally, me and the entire Cowboys team want to thank Vijay for supporting us immensely. And yes, thanks Vijay.
Hi, I met Vijay in 2009. Back then, I never knew he'll be the game changer of my life. As a business development manager, things I learned from Vijay is all priceless education. When it comes to business ethics, he ensures anything that is done with the best of quality. That is the reason when he created this brand Zealous, he kept the tagline as quality inside. I admire his leadership skill and his passion for achieving set targets. He doesn't mind taking risk at all. A class example: at the age of 21, nobody will imagine starting a business, and he did it. I want to thank Mr. Kyle for making this 21 years old young bull as a business tycoon today. If I'm handling a business and heading a team of 180 employees, and I'm highly successful, it's all because of Mr. Vijay and Mr. Kyle. Thanks a lot.
Zealous, the brand, was initially created to accomplish a man's dream. The man behind this dream, as we all know, is Vijay Raj, the managing director, the founder of the brand Zealous. But now Zealous is playing a different role in a lot of youngsters' life. We ensure that everybody who works with Zealous has got a career with us, and we are on a dream to ensure call center technology is accepted as a regular full-time job in a place like India. Vijay, the man, is not just dealing with calls, sales, or not computers. He is dealing with a lot of people. We are proud to say that we've got something around 600 plus employees, and we have employees joining on a daily basis. Nobody in the company knows how many employees we totally have. A lot of youngsters is actually dreaming about joining this brand called Zealous. He ensures that any given task given to him is completed within the given span of time. Be it the launch of Apex, be it the launch of Payday, be it the launch of EDU, or be it the launch of the most recent baby on board, the Finicity campaign, Zealous is purely run by a lot of ambition, lot of hard work from youngsters, which is properly guided by Vijay Raj. Without Kyle, without Brad, without the other clients who's working with Kyle, I'm sure this is not at all possible. Never underestimate the power, the potential of these two youngsters, Kyle and Vijay. Let me tell you, they have the power to change the life of everybody who's under this brand, Zealous. These two people can play big. These two people can build campaigns. These two people can make sure people are earning money. So 100 years from now, these two people will be legends of the 21st century. If Bill Gates and Steve Jobs rule 20th era, 21st century I'm sure belongs to Vijay and Kyle. Kyle, my man, trust me, you do not know the power that you've given us. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have 1,000 employees directly working for you. With Vijay, with Agna, there's a lot of youngsters who's getting employed through you. I'm sure in Chennai, you have a very strong team under the leadership of Vinod and Vijay. Vinod, who's actually a trusted resource of Vijay, a very good friend of Vijay. He was one of the best operations manager that Zealous ever had. Is an entrepreneur right now, and he is also giving you success on a daily basis. So with these two highly energetic, self-motivated individual, you have a very strong team in India working for you, and I'm sure this 1,000 employees should be at least 10,000 or 15,000 by the time you come back to India the very next time. So trust me, there's a lot of youngsters who's ready to give their lives to build this brand called Zealous, and you are my man. You've got to support us for a long time. Thank you so much for this opportunity given to us, and from the entire team of Zealous, we just have two words to say you. It's thank you.